Hello and welcome to cookbookslive.com. I'm Stephen Freeze, your host. And with me today is Lori Carter, who represents the Junior League of Salt Lake City, one of my favorite places to visit. Welcome and thanks for sharing some information about your book.
Thanks for having me.
And the title, Always in Season, can you give me a little idea about why you titled it and what's in the book for the reader?
Yeah, the book is actually organized by season. So you know that the recipes you're getting in the spring section, the produce is going to be available in spring. It's going to be priced decently. You're not going to have avocados that are out of season or things like that. And we wanted to do a seasonal book because Utah has all of the seasons. It's one of those states where all of the seasons go to the extreme. When it's winter, we get 3 feet of snow. When it's summer, it's 115 degrees. So we really wanted to reflect that because it represents our state really well.
And this is the second cookbook. The one over here was the original one from, I believe, 1975.
Yes, that's called Heritage, and it's more of a traditional cookbook. It has a lot of home cooking, home-style recipes, a lot of traditional things like mac and cheese and pot roast, recipes that you would normally see in a traditional cookbook.
And what I noticed in going through the book is you've got some great photography that represents the landscape of the area for the 4 seasons. Real beautiful photography. Whoever did your photography, Tom Till, I guess it is, had provided you with some wonderful work.
He did some great work, traveled all around the state. A lot of the summer and fall pictures were taken in southern Utah, where our Delicate Arch, this picture right here, that's a pretty famous area of Utah. And so he traveled all around the state taking beautiful pictures for us and just did a fabulous job.
There's another beautiful scene. And scattered throughout the book, I noticed some wonderful little tidbits of unique culinary information. A couple that I chose to share with the viewers says some people are surprised to learn that Utah is home to acres of lush dairyland, much of it in Cache Valley. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Cache Valley, and they make their own cheese, and it's wonderful. It's locally made, and they often have a booth at the farmers market that's held downtown every summer where you can go sample all of their cheeses. So a lot of our recipes in this book call for some Cache Valley cheese. I think one of our recipes actually has the name Cache Valley cheese in it. It's excellent cheese, local fare. We like to support the local farmers.
And it's the largest Swiss cheese factory in the United States.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Congratulations to
Thanks.
Utah for that.
Yeah.
And then on page 76, another tidbit of information that I already know from my last trip to Utah, but the word is out that Jell-O and Utah are inseparable. During the recent 100-year anniversary of the rainbow-hued, fruit-flavored staple of the 1950s, it was revealed that Salt Lake City leads the world in the consumption of America's best-selling prepared dessert. It is at its finest, however, filled with Utah's fresh raspberries.
Yes, there are a lot of Utah recipes that call for Jell-O. Not all of the recipes in here call for Jell-O, which is kind of a people tend to associate Utah with Jell-O, but we do have several other excellent culinary inventions, recipes that are in this book, but there is a good Jell-O recipe.
And you also have some phenomenal chefs in the area that have provided some great recipes here as well.
We do.
And one place that I was at when I was in Salt Lake City, Tony Caputo's Market, a real fun place. He provided a recipe for your cookbook called Tony Caputo's Red Pesto. And it's a really quick recipe. It calls for sun-dried tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, Parmesan cheese, parsley, and some garlic. And he's very well-known Italian food emporium. Hundreds of different kinds of cheeses and sauces and 150 different types of chocolate as well. Now, as far as recipes are concerned, you chose one that you like in the book.
Yes. The Cowboy Caviar has been one of our most popular recipes out of this book. It is made with fresh avocados, tomatoes. I usually use Roma tomatoes. They tend to be a little bit fresher. Corn, and it's a vegetable medley, just combined with some red wine vinaigrette or red wine vinegar, and dip a chip in there, and you've got your recipe. Every time I have a get-together, almost every time the Junior League has a get-together where we cook things, this recipe is there. It's a great staple.
Healthy too, it looks like, as
Very,
well.
yes, very healthy and very flavorful. Really, really good recipe.
And what I also like about the book is you have different theme menus, and one that hit my eye was the Star Spangled Barbecue. And a great picture, indeed, of that barbecue. You can see how nice all the different items that are part of this menu, including tomato and fennel bruschetta, Great Salt Lake City Caesar salad, Cafe Diablo pumpkin seed crusted trout. That must be from a restaurant, Cafe Diablo? I would think?
Yes.
Corn with shallot thyme butter. That one really sounds delicious.
Delicious in the summer.
And cherry cobbler with old-fashioned ice cream, raspberry delight slush, and watermelon margarita. So it gives you the whole menu to prepare a wonderful Star-Spangled holiday type barbecue.
And the watermelon margaritas are absolutely amazing. Get yourself some fresh watermelon in the summer, and they are to die for.
It's a beautiful book, always in season. Now, can you tell our viewers how they can buy this book?
Yes, you can go to www.jlslc.org. You can order those through our website. We have several local vendors which are listed on our website if you want to go into the store. And you can also purchase them on cookbookmarketplace.com.
And I know that you do some wonderful things with the revenues that you derive from the sale of the book. What do you do for the community?
We have several projects that we do. Our biggest project is called Care Fair. That stands for Community Assistance Resource Event. It's the state's largest free health event. We serve between 4,000 and 5,000 people every year. They can come in and get free physicals. They get free immunizations. You can get your teeth cleaned, sealants put on. Almost any sort of medical type of service we provide. And if it's something that we can't do there, we do hand out free vouchers for people to go get their needs taken care of. Another of our largest projects is called Women Helping Women, and that's actually located in our headquarters in downtown Salt Lake City. It's a boutique for women who are trying to re-enter the workplace, whether they have come from an abusive relationship, whether they are recovering from an addiction. We like to provide these women with clothing at no charge, so they have something professional to wear to interviews and to their job throughout the year.
Well, you're definitely doing some wonderful work, and you have another book, cookbook on the horizon.
We do, and it's brand new. Look for it in 2012. I don't have any information on it just yet. That's a secret. But be on the lookout for some information on the new book for 2012.
Well, thanks so much, Lori, for sharing some information about your wonderful cookbook. For cookbookslive.com, I'm Stephen Freese.